What is going on, guys? Ryan from Livin here. Welcome to the Fort Lauderdale International Boat Show 2024. Today we are at the Sailfish booth taking a look at their award-winning boat of the year in the fishing small boat category. This is going to be a beautiful 23-foot center console. Hop on board and take a look at this award-winning boat here at the boat show. Know here on Livin we love to cover our smaller center consoles here and love to show you guys what you can get for a smaller package. So this 23-foot Sailfish, according to the boat show, is the best 23 small boat fishing here at the boat show. So of course we're gonna have to show you guys. So as always with our boat walkthrough videos, let's hop on the bow of the boat and take a look. We're gonna have tons and tons of comfort over here. We got a beautiful U-shaped seating. You can see set up beautifully to fit tons and tons of people for those comfortable boating days out here. Looks like these cushions will be removable, so in case you are going fishing out there and you don't want to bring your cushions and get them dirty or slimy or anything like that, you can take them off the boat for the day. And in case you do have some guests on board that want to be facing forward while we're riding, you have this option for a reclining backrest over here, so that way you can face forward for some nice forward facing bow seating here. Very comfortable here on this Sailfish 23. Up here in the bow area, you're going to have your anchor well in the front and two very conveniently placed cup holders right here, so when you are sitting down relaxing, you have some place to put your drink. Here are some of our storage options. So on the port and starboard side under our forward seating, we're going to have two little wells. You can see pretty decent size, be able to store all your extra dock lines, boat bumpers, life jackets, or any of your stuff just for your day of fishing or day out on the water. Very convenient. Very good quality, everything seems here so far on this 23 Sailfish. So in the bow area of this Sailfish, we're gonna have one in-floor hatch, which is going to be a beautifully insulated box over here. Looks like almost like a mini fish box, I would say. Maybe throw some ice in there and put some small snappers in there. Nothing too huge or too long, so you probably don't wanna put your kingfish or your mahi in there, but it is going to be a nice fish box option for you here in the bow. So we are going to have some forward facing seating over here against the console. Going to be very comfortable. Pretty much can only fit one person comfortably though. You can maybe squeeze a second person there, but something that's going to be very cool is that our cabin is going to be right behind me here. Now a lot of times you'll see traditionally the door will open up to the side, or you'd have access on the side of the console, but this one is going to flip up. So take a look at this. This is the first time I've seen this here at the Fort Lauderdale Boat Show. This whole entire console head is going to flip open just like that, and that's how you're going to access your console here. You can just hop on in. We got a porta potty over here. Let's see if we can, we're not going to be able to stand up, but hey, that is pretty cool. I'm honestly not sure how you're going to go to the bathroom in here with this closed, so you might have to evacuate everybody to the back of the boat first, but hey, it's something unique, and unique features like this is something that I look for when I'm looking at all these boats here at the boat show. And it's super easy to close. I mean, think that maybe something like this would be big and heavy, but they did a good job engineering this so that it's not difficult for you to open and close. Like I said, that kind of thing is going to come down to personal preference. Some people like it on the side, some people like pivoting in the front. This just gives you a whole nother option, pivoting upwards. So we got to keep in mind that this boat didn't just win a best center console in the small boat category, it won the best fishing boat in the small boat category. So this is going to be equipped with a couple rod holders. Looks like they're going to be 0-degree rod holders right here on the port side and the starboard side as well, with cup holders right next to it conveniently. And you guys will see throughout, we have a couple other rod holder storage options on this center console. Just like on the side of the console on the port and starboard side here, we have a rod holder storage for 2 rod holders, which is super convenient. Honestly, that kind of rod storage is something I have never seen on a 23-foot center console. at the boat show. I could say that with confidence. I've never seen console rod storage on a boat of this size. So that is really cool to see incorporated on this 23 Sailfish. Now let's go ahead and make our way to the helm station, my favorite part of any boat. Now we are going to be equipped with a triple panel glass enclosure in here, which looks really nice, honestly, and great to see on a 23-foot center console. And for the price of this boat, honestly, not too bad. That is a really nice feature to have on this boat, along with a beautiful hardtop. But we are going to have some space to store our phones and everything, which you guys know is a pet peeve of mine. You gotta have some place to put your phone, and I'll be honest, a lot of these manufacturers here are doing a great job with that now. Very rarely is there isn't a place for you to put your phones nowadays, so props to them on keeping up this good feature. So we are going to have a beautiful display for our helm. We're going to have a big Simrad display. We're going to have our gauges, all of our switches very conveniently put right in front of your face here. Our VHF along with our stereo controls. Overall, pretty basic, gets the job done, but a very nicely laid out helm station here. Now, although they did put the VHF and the stereo controls down at the main helm station, up here we do have an electronics box or a little storage box. Doesn't look like there's anything in there right now, but it is nice and convenient. Maybe you want to throw registration and title and that kind of stuff right in there. Keep it out of the way, keep it safe, but it is an option to have that kind of storage. While we're looking at the T-top also, right above my head, we're going to have life jacket storage, which if you don't want to use up the other space in this boat with your life jackets, you do have the option to put it right above your head over here. So for our helm seating option over here, they went with kind of a bench style, captain style hybrid, where you're going to have the fold down cushions. So if you'd like to sit down and drive, you have the option to do so. Maybe it's a slow no wake zone or whatever the deal is, but you do have the option to sit down and drive very comfortably. And then with ease, you can flip it on up, which is how I prefer to drive, is personally standing up and lean against it. Very comfortable to drive in this position. Like I said, same options here for your passenger as well. Overall, pretty basic helm seating, but definitely gets the job done. Now on the port and starboard side of the boat, you're gonna have a little bit of undergunnel storage here. This is gonna be perfect for all your boat poles, your gaffs, your nets, all that kind of stuff. Perfect little storage here, like I said, on the port and starboard side of the boat as well. Now, one nice feature that I did just notice throughout this boat is we're gonna have our combing bolsters going all the way down the edge here, which is great for fishermen because when you are leaning up against it, it gives you something to lean that's not just hard fiberglass, it's a nice cushion. So when you are fishing over the side, you have something to protect your legs. So one thing me and Senior Salty were just talking about was the amount of room that you actually have to walk around the boat, which is really nice. And that's because of this integrated leg set that they incorporated onto this 23 center console. So you can see it's a nice D-cut leg set that's going to go right in with the console flawlessly and just seamlessly, and just allows you to have a lot more room on the deck to walk around this boat. Like I said, it has an 8.6 beam on this boat, so it's a pretty decent beam for a 23-foot center console. But this integrated leg set really allows you to maximize the amount of space to walk around on the deck. So behind the leaning post here on the 23 Sailfish, you're going to see it's pretty bare bones, to be honest. All you really have is a slide out angle cooler here, which is going to slide out in and out very easily, perfect for your lunches and everything like that for the day. I will say there's a couple things that I would have done a little bit differently here on this 23 Sailfish, especially for winning the small fishing center console of the year for this boat show. Maybe a couple rod holders along the leaning post over here would have been nice, or some sort of tackle storage solution. Would have been nice to see on a 23-foot boat. And as I was just explaining to Senior Salty, there's really not a ton of room to walk around back here, especially for a fishing boat. So it would have been nice to see maybe the console moved forward and leaning post moved forward a bit, just to give you a little bit more cockpit space. Like I said, they are saying that this is the fishing small boat category for the award winner. So I would have liked to seen a little bit more cockpit space in this boat. So one fishing feature that is nice here on this 23 Sailfish is going to be our dual live wells. So on the port and starboard side of the boat, we're going to have these live wells put in towards the stern. Very, very nice. Of course, you need lots of live wells for fishing boats. Now, they did keep a little bit of family-friendly boating features incorporated into this boat. Like you could see, a little towing / wake pole and everything like that. So if you want to tow your kids behind the boat or whatever you want to do, this is an option here on this boat. Now, underneath our middle seat here, we are going to have access to our bilge. So We are gonna have our batteries in the bilge, which I know a lot of people definitely don't love to see. So it would have been nice if that could have been incorporated in a different part of the boat. But you can see a pretty decent bilge area, definitely very easy to access and work on if you need to here. So that is great to see. Overall, not a bad solution to a bilge area on a 23-foot boat. Speaking of the seating, we do have some forward-facing stern seating here that you can fit probably 2 people comfortably, maybe 3 people as well. Looks like there are gonna be some snaps, so there probably can be some cushions that go onto these live walls as well to make an entire row of forward-facing stern seating back here. So keeping up with our fishing theme on this boat, we are gonna have a couple rod holders thrown into the back. So we're gonna have 2 right over here with cup holders right next to it, which is very convenient for things like bottom fishing down here in South Florida. We fish with really long leaders, and a lot of times you have a hand line, maybe 20 feet a leader, so you can throw your sinker right into the cup holder and put your rod in the rod holder and then hand line in that fish. So really nice to see a cup holder combined right next to a rod holder. Very cool to see. We're gonna have some radio controls on the side down here. That's gonna be nice for those sandbar days with the family. You can control it right over there. We're gonna have some very basic storage right here in the back as well. You can see nothing crazy, but just gives you that little extra storage on the port and starboard side of the boat. And keeping up with the fishing theme again, we're going to have a little tackle center holder, whatever you'd like to call it. It's just gonna hold your fishing pliers, maybe a knife or something on the port and starboard side of the boat. And we are gonna have 4 more additional rod holders going across the top of the T-top. Now this boat is going to be powered by a single Suzuki 300, which is going to be a lot of horsepower for a 23-foot boat. Definitely gonna be taking you exactly where you need to go, nice and fast and reliable. Now I'm sure the moment a lot of you guys have been waiting for. How much can you guys get the award-winning small fishing boat category winner here at the Fort Lauderdale Boat Show for? Well, it could be yours for a boat show special of $95,000 here for a 23-foot sailfish center console. To be honest, that price range is pretty much the average that I've seen here for all the 23-foot boats. Trust me, I've been on a lot of them here this week at the boat show, so that's pretty much right in the average. And I think it was Boating Magazine that deemed this to be that award winner. So make sure you guys come check it out if you guys are interested in a smaller boat this size range, especially if you like some family and fishing fun. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. If you guys did enjoy, make sure you hit the like button. Definitely consider subscribing down below. I'm gonna go ahead and link another video from the Fort Lauderdale International Boat Show this year on the left side of the screen over here, and make sure you guys go check that out next. And until my next video, remember to keep living salty.